Howdy y'all, my name is Cynthia Castro and my presentation will be on the issues caused by inadequately designed maps in GIS. First and foremost, I would like to give a brief introduction as to what GIS is. A Geographic Information System, known as GIS, is a computer system used for capturing, storing, checking, and displaying data related to positions on the Earth's surface. GIS can show many kinds of data on one map, such as streets, buildings, and vegetation. Here are two maps showing different information they provide to the audience. The map on the left provides features that excels in providing proper information to the public. There is a title, legend, scale, north arrow, and a source for the data obtained. When looking at this map, there is no confusion about the data it provides, even to an inexperienced audience. The map on the right has no key elements that the Hawaii map provides. Coming across this map, or even presenting it to the public without context, is not a good way to convey information. Even if there is someone describing what the map is about, there's a chance that the public will forget, especially if they're being fed a lot of information. Maps without proper labeling can also cause the public to misinterpret data. The data may be misinterpreted in a way that the public seems fits best with their understanding of the topic being discussed and make assumptions about the data being represented. GIS is used to transform data into a visualization in the form of maps. If the maps aren't made correctly, then the information can be misinterpreted by the audience, causing confusion and the spread of false information. For this reason, it's important for those that are using GIS to be accurate in portraying the data visually. Bad maps can also lead to bad decisions. For example, a website shared the map on this slide that was allegedly created by the city of New York with evacuation centers in place in the event of a hurricane. With hurricane season among us and the rise in hurricane frequency over the last couple of years, citizens may come across this map while in their search for evacuation zones. However, without a title in place, legend, or source, there is no clear indication that this map is truly about the information stated on the website. Citizens who use this map and the website as a reference may in turn endanger their lives. There is also the fact that there is no year on this map, meaning that this information may be outdated and no longer valid. Maps created by using GIS are also made to inform the public about an issue, and without accurate maps, a solution to a problem may become more difficult to solve. For example, the maps on this slide show the difference in snow cover from June throughout various years. This map is informative and contains elements where the viewer is capable of understanding the purpose of the map without any confusion. Following the data, you can see that the difference in snow cover continues to decline, a possible effect of climate change. With the making of proper maps, issues connected to climate change can be visually presented and societies can come together in order to strategize a plan to tackle the issues at hand. A way to reduce the amount of poorly designed maps is to have scientists include key elements with every map made. Containing these elements will reduce uncertainty that the public has when GIS data is presented to them. The publication of maps, whether in an article, news website, or any form of platform where data can be distributed, should have a requirement to include the key elements mentioned. Just like articles must be peer-reviewed before they can be published, GIS maps should be held to the same regard, where the data can be made more reliable and informative to everyone. This way, if people come across maps during a search, they understand the objective and know if the data used is reliable with an included source. In addition, scientists need to keep in mind who their audience is. An unexperienced audience that is learning about the subject being discussed will not be accustomed to certain terminology and complex data. Introducing an intricate subject to viewers without experience will result in confusing and disinteresting them to the point where the information discussed will be forgotten. Understanding the importance of maps and the effects that improperly represented data has on society is a step towards improving the relationship that GIS has with the public. Poorly constructed maps can cause various issues, such as providing the public with false or outdated information in the event of a natural disaster. If scientists can provide GIS data with the proper elements, then confusion and spread of misinformation can be avoided. There also needs to be an understanding that the source of the data obtained needs to be credible in order to avoid spreading false information with the public. In order to reduce confusion or misrepresentation of data, the implementation for requiring key elements in maps prior to publishing and making maps available to the public will not only make it easier to determine the objective of the map, but also the authenticity of the data. With this in place, the public will become more aware of the maps they are viewing, the objective of the data, and why the data is important to know about and understand.